I think there is a danger that this influx of information is not only overwhelming us, but it's taking up so much more of our time and energy that we're not stopping to ask the deeply philosophical question, what am I doing here? Why am I here? Why am I going to work 60 hours a week? Why do I care about this medal that I'm trying to earn, et cetera, et cetera? It doesn't allow for the time to share discourse with friends, to sit with one's thoughts and to think deeply and to think philosophically and to look at ideas such as meaning and purpose. And instead we're so inundated that we don't have that time to really reflect and become real citizens of the world. Philosophy teaches not what to think, but how to think. And as you and I talked about earlier, there's this influx of information, right, that kids, anyone these days, you can find out the weight of an atom or who the president was 50 years ago, or you can find out pretty much anything that you need to find out information-wise in the palm of your hand in a minute. Right? The question is, how do I think about this? What do I do with this information that is coming at me? I know what a stem cell is. I can see it right here. I know how it gets there. Now, how do I think about whether or not we should use stem cells to do research that will eventually cure all of these humans who are currently suffering deeply? How do I think about that? I can't find that on my handheld device. And this is one of the real virtues of philosophy. So I'd say if there was ever a time for it, now's the time. Sort of this idea of living in the now, and we can look at Taoism and this idea of time or timelessness, and we can even attach that to what's going on with Facebook and this constant tweeting and being connected and having to take pictures and video and tell our friends and show everyone what we're doing and type what we're doing, and instead of actually doing it, we're just becoming reporters of our own lives. And what, if we look through maybe a Western lens, Jean-Paul Sartre is saying, if he were around, would be saying, well, we're living inauthentically. So this whole idea of rather be somewhere else is actually having a deeper philosophical impact on us. The value of a degree in philosophy is a concern of, well, say, of my parents 10 years ago, and of many people out there, is to say, well, so what does this mean? What can you do? And it turns out that philosophy majors can do a lot. What does it tell me as an employer, if this person majored in philosophy? That they're very good writers, they're clear speakers, they're very clear thinkers, they probably can think outside of the box. I would say, I would have to imagine that philosophy would be about the best minor that you could put on a resume. Majored in my area of expertise and minored in philosophy. So you want to hire me, I know the subject that you're trying to hire me for, I know it extremely well. Oh, and by the way, I can read well, write well, think very clearly, articulate my position, and I'm creative. That's a pretty good package.